What's up, YouTube, and welcome back to My Immortal. Alright, today we're going to be starting on Chapter 11. I can't really remember what happened in the last one. Malfoy killed himself by slitting his wrists. But he's a vampire, and he shouldn't be able to do that. Alright, Chapter 11. Author's note. I said, stop flaming, you preps. Damn it, I always have to burp at the beginning. See, if this chapter is stupid 11111, it deals with really serious issues. See for yourself if it's stupid. Brew thanks to my friend Raven for helping me. Helping me. There's no... Oh, this looks like typos. I swear this just looks like typos. Except for... fangs and BRW. I don't know what the fuck that's supposed to mean. No! I screamed. I was horrified. Bloody Mary tried to confront me, but I told her to fuck off, and I ran to my room crying myself. Dumbledore chased after me, shouting, but he had to stop when I went into my room, 'cause he would look like a perv that way. The headmaster of the school would look bad for chasing a disobedient child into their room. You know, it said she was 17 at the beginning, but she really doesn't act like she's 17, unless she's an incredibly immature 17-year-old, which I guess that's possible. Anyway, I started crying tears of blood, and then I slit both of my wrists and died just like Draco. Roll credits. They got all over my clothes, so I took them off and jumped into the bath angrily while I put on a Linkin Park song at full volume. All of these bands are just like... fucking whiny teenage girl bands. I mean, I know a lot of people like Linkin Park, but I'm sorry. That's what they are. They're a whiny teenage girl band. I grabbed a stake and almost stuck it into my heart to commit suicide. I was so fucking depressed. I got out of the bathtub and put on a black low-cut dress with lace all over it. Sandily. I put on black high heels with pink metal stuff on the end, and 6 pairs of skull earrings. I'm getting really confused as to how many holes you got in your ears. I put on black, I couldn't fucking believe it. Then I looked out the window and screamed. Snap. She spelled it right before, why is it Snap now? Snap was spying on me, and he was taking a videotape of me. A tape? How old is this? This has got to be pretty old, because Snape's got a VHS. And Lupin was masticating to it. They were sitting on their broomsticks. You know, that's a really funny thought. It's like Snape and Lupin just sitting outside of the girls' bathroom at Hogwarts. Snape's got his fucking old-ass, archaic fucking VHS camera just filming somebody, and Lupin sitting there. What does masticating mean? He's chewing? So he's just sitting there. He's eating a sandwich. He's just eating a big-ass fucking sandwich. Ew, you fucking pervs. Stop looking at me naked. Are you pedos or what? I mean, technically, but you're supposed to be 17. I screamed... I mean, you know, that really depends on what state you happen to be in at the time. I screamed, putting on a black towel with a picture of Marilyn Mason? I thought it said Monroe because it was such a shorter word, but it says Mason. Marilyn Mason on it, whoever the fuck that is. Suddenly, Vampire ran in. Abracadabra, he yelled at Snape and Lupin, pointing his womb. I took my gun and shot Snape and Lupin a gazillion times, and they both started screaming, and the camera broke. Aw, I mean... it was an archaic-ass fucking VHS camera, of course it broke. Suddenly, Dumbledore ran in. Ebony, it has been revealed that someone has... No! He shouted, looking at Snape and Lupin. And then he waved his wand, and suddenly, Hagrid ran outside on his broom and said, everyone, we need to talk. What do you know, Hagrid? You're just a little Hogwarts student. Hagrid is the groundskeeper, and he is definitely not little. Hagrid is fucking enormous. He's a gnome. He goes from being a giant to being a gnome. And he also happens to be in their gothic metal band. I may be a Hogwarts student, Hagrid paused angrily, but I am also a Satanist. This cannot be, Snap said in a crisp voice as blood dripped from his hand where Dumbledore's wand had shot him. His wand shot him? What about all the times that you shot them? Why are they even still alive? There must be other factors. What the fuck? What are we talking about? He's like, no, Hagrid, you couldn't possibly be a Satanist. There's gotta be other variables. You don't have any, I yelled in madly. What? I have no fucking clue what any of this is supposed to mean. Lupin held up the camera triumphantly. The lens may be ruined, but the tape is still there. He's like, I get to see this bitch naked again. I felt faint, more than I normally do, like how it feels when you do not drink enough blood. I wouldn't know, I'm not a vampire. Why are you doing this? Lupin said angrily while he rubbed his dirty hands on his cloak? Oh, I thought it was supposed to say cock, but I think it's supposed to say cloak. While he rubbed his dirty hands on his cock. Then I heard the words that I had heard before, but not from him. I did not know whether to feel shocked and happy or to bite him and drink his blood because I felt faint. What? Okay. I like these parts where it's she's trying to say that it's like you couldn't come up with like one word that was good enough to describe the emotion the character was feeling. So instead of feeling shocked, they're feeling shocked and happy. You know, you really should just stick with one descriptor for stuff like that because it just sounds ridiculous when you put conflicting things like that. I mean, it's possible to be shocked and happy, but just be shocked, okay? Because, Hagrid said, and he paused in the air dramatically, waving his wand in the air. Then swooped he in, singing to the tune of a gothic version of a song by 50 Cent. What? How do you do that? Because you're gothic? Snap asked in a little afraid voice. Because he was afraid it meant he was connected with Satan? Because I love her. I don't know who's supposed to be saying that. I'm going with Hagrid. So is she gonna fuck Hagrid now? You gonna fuck Hagrid now too? Go and fuck Hagrid, Ebony. Chapter 12. Author's note. Stop saying, okay, Hagrid is a pedo too. Wait a minute, no, he's a student. A lot of people in American schools are like that. I wanted to address the issue. How do you know Snap ain't Christian, plus Hagrid isn't really in love with Ebony? That was Cedric. Okay, what? That was Cedric? You've never said anything about Cedric! Okay. Cedric's dead. She's in her 7th year, and Harry is... I'm guessing this is supposed to take place when they're all in their 7th year. Otherwise, she is much older than all the other characters. If Cedric is still alive. So that means they're in year 4, she's in year 7. So she's 3 years older than all the people she's plowing. I was about to slit my wrist again with the silver knife that Draco had given me in case anything happened to him. What? 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 That doesn't even make... Okay. He had told me to use it valiantly against an enemy, but I knew that we must both go together. What? You were both going to kill yourself at the same time? Is that what you're saying? No, I thought it was Hagrid, but it was a vampire. He started to scream, "Oh my fucking god, no, my scar hurts!" And then his eyes rolled up. You could only see his red whites. Whatever that means. I stopped. How did you know? I saw it, and my scar turned back into a lightning bolt. What was it? Oh, he had changed it into a pentagram or something. I think they said that at some point. No! I ran up closer. I thought you didn't have a scar anymore. Never mind. I was wrong. I do, but Diablo changed it into a... No, wait a minute. Okay, I must be just remembering this. No, I do, but Diablo changed it into a pentagram for me, and I always cover it up with foundation. He said back. Anyway, my scar hurt, and it turned back into a lightning bolt. Save me! Then I had a vision of what was happening to Draco. Voldemort has him bondage. Voldemort's got Draco tied up and he's whipping that ass. Anyway, I was in the school nurse's office, now recovering from my slit wrists. I need to send this bitch to a therapist. Snape and Lupin and Hagrid were there too. They were going to St. Mango's after they recovered, because they were pedophiles, and you can't have those fucking pervs teaching in a school with lots of hot girls. Dumbledore had constipated the CDO camera they took of me naked. I put up my middle finger at them. Fuck you, Lupin and Snap. Anyway, Hagrid came into the hospital bed holding a bouquet of pink roses. Innoby. Here we go. Now it's Innoby. Innoby, I need to tell you something, he said in a serious voice, giving me the roses. Fuck off, I told him. You know I fucking hate the color pink anyway. You were wearing pink fishnets at one point, I remember that. And don't like fucked up preps like you. He's in your gothic metal band. Give Hagrid a break, bitch, I snapped. Hagrid had been mean to me before being gothic. No, Innoby, Hagrid says. These are not roses. What? What are they? What are they goths to you, poser prep? What? What are they goths to you, poser prep? I asked, 'cause I was angry that he had brought me pink roses. I saved your life, he yelled angrily. No, you didn't, I replied. No, you didn't. And I replied are in quotations, as she said out loud, no, you didn't, I replied. You saved me from getting a Paris Hilton pee video made from your shower scene and being viewed by Snape and Lupin, who masturbated, see, is that spelled wrong? to it, he added silently. Whatever, I yelled angrily. What? Wait a minute. You saved me from getting a Paris Hilton pee video made from the shower scene and being viewed by Snap and Lupin, who masturbated to it, he added silently. What? What? That doesn't make any sense. Why would Hagrid say that? That doesn't, well, I'm just gonna keep going. Whatever, I yelled angrily. He pointed his wand at the pink roses. These aren't roses. He suddenly looked at them with an evil look in his eye and muttered, well, if you wanted honesty, that's all you had to say. What? Oh my god. I feel like we've just lost all direction. That's not a spell, that's an MCR song, I corrected him wisely. Alright, so I guess if you wanted honesty, that's all you had to say. That's a My Chemical Romance lyric of some sort. I know I was just warming up my vocal cords. Then he screamed, Petulous Moringo me Crimicky Romancico. For all you cool gothic MCR fans out there, that is a tribute, especially for Raven. I love you, girl. IMO Noto Okeo. Ooh. Let me say it. You want me to say it again? Petulous Moringo me My Chemical Petulous Moringo My Chemical Romance. I'm not okay. Oh, why? It's making me cringe. And then the roses turned into huge black flame floating in the middle of the air, and it was black. Now I knew he wasn't a prep. Okay, I believe you now. What the fuck is Draco? I'm pretty sure that's a person. Hagrid rolled his eyes. I looked into the balls of flame, but I could see nothing. You see, Innoby, Dumbledore said, because he's here for some reason now. Watching the two of us watching the flame. He was watching the two of us watching the flame. To see what is in the flame. Haha, you reviewers, flames, get it? I didn't catch that. You must find yourself first, Kay. Dumbledore just like, Kay? Kay? I have found myself, okay, you mean, old man? Hagrid yells. What? I have found myself, okay, you mean, old man. Alright, now I get it. Hagrid yelled. Dumbledore looked shocked. I guess he didn't have a headache, or else he would have sworn. He would have said something back. Hagrid stormed off back into his bed. You are a liar, Professor Dumbledore. Anyway, when I got better, I went upstairs and put on black leather mini dress that was all ripped on the ends with lace on it. There was some corset stuff on the front. Then I put on black fishnets and black high-heel boots and a picture of Billy Joe Armstrong on them. I put my hair all out around me so I looked like Samara from The Ring. You wanted to look like the dead girl from The Ring. If you don't know who she is, you're a prep, so fuck off. The Ring sucks. You fuck off. And I put on blood red lipstick, black eyeliner, and black lip gloss. You look kawaii, girl. Bloody Mary said sadly. Bangs. Get it? Yeah, I get it. Jesus Christ. Yeah, fucking. You do too. I said sadly too, but I was still upset. Of course you are. You're chronically upset. I slit both of my wrists, feeling totally depressed, and I sucked all the blood. I cried again in my bathroom and put the shades on so Snap and Loppin couldn't spy on me this time. I went to some classes. Vampire was in the Hall of Magic Creatures. Wait a minute. No, that says hair. Vampire was in the Hair of Magic Creatures. He looked all depressed because Draco had disappeared, and he had used to be in love with Draco. He was sucking some blood from a Hufflepuff. He's just out in the hallway, just killing a bitch. Hi, he said in a depressed way, dropping the fucking bleeding to death Hufflepuff. Hi back, I said in a... What? I said in a... Qualisaid? WQUALLYSAID. Qualisaid way. I have no idea what we were going for there. We both looked at each other for some time. Harry had beautiful red gothic eyes, so much like Draco's. He wears contacts though. He wears contacts. I don't get it. So much, he has beautiful red gothic eyes, so much like Draco's. Then we jumped on each other and started screwing. This bitch moves fast. Stop it now, you horny simpletons! Shouted Professor McGoggle. That name has been shortened. Who was watching us, and so was everyone else. Oh, I forgot they were just out in the hallway. They just started plowing right there in the hallway with this fucking Hufflepuff's corpse. Yeah, just a dead Hufflepuff laying beside him. Just then, he started to scream. Oh my fucking god, no, my scar hurts! And then his eyes rolled up. You could see only his red whites. Didn't this just happen? No! I ran up closer. I thought you didn't have a scar. We've already been through this. The fuck? I do, but Diablo changed it into a pentagram for me, and I always cover it up with foundation, he said back. Anyways, my scar hurt, and then I had a vision of what was happening to Draco. Voldemort has him bondage. We've already talked about this. Special things, yeah, completely. Like that entire part is just ripped from like I'm pretty sure it was the very last chapter. I'm not entirely sure if it was the last chapter or if it was the one before that, but that is just straight up ripped from a previous part of the story. Special thanks to Raven, my gothic blood sister. What the fuck are you supposed to writ this? 111111111. Hey Raven, do you know where my sweater? Okay. All right. That's enough of that. Next video will be on chapter 13 of My Immortal. If you like this video, hit that like button and consider subscribing. Also, you can check out the other stuff that I do. I have a gaming channel on Twitch where I play multiple different types of games, mostly horror games, and I also make metal guitar riffs over on Instagram. I'll put both of those links in the description box below. You can check that shit out. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.